Hey you guys, how's it going? I'm the Girl with No Name and I do my own fitness and health blogging over at girlwithnoname.com. But I'm here today to talk to you guys a little bit about fitness and dating. I'm just wondering if all you guys out there date at the level that you're happy dating at. The reason I ask is because I think a lot of people would actually like to raise their game. And I'm here to tell you that if you want to raise your game, then get fit if you're not already. Because I firmly believe that being fit actually really helps you raise your game. And the reason for that is not so much because suddenly you're this fit body that people want to get with, but because it raises your confidence level. There's been a time in my life where I wasn't always super fit, and I am now, but there was a time when I wasn't, and I've got to tell you that if I'm out and about and a hot guy walked into the room, there wasn't much chance that I would do anything to make myself noticeable, just because I didn't have the confidence that I thought I needed, or that I did need, in order to be approachable to a guy like that. I'm here to tell you now that I'm fit. Yeah, if a hot guy walks into the room, I make sure I'm looking at him in case he looks my way. I make eye contact, I smile, all things I didn't used to do. And I think guys are really, the opposite sex, I'm talking to you guys too, guys and girls, the opposite sex is really attracted to confident people. And getting fit helps you be confident. I'm here to tell you that that's the case. It really is. So, get fit. Now, I've had a lot of people say to me, yeah, I could get fit, but you know what? Oh, I don't like the gym. Oh, I can't afford the gym. Oh, the gym this, the gym that. Can't do it. Getting fit, blah, blah, blah. God, you guys, stop whining. There's no excuse. Yeah, that's fine. If you don't like the gym, don't like the gym. I hate the gym. I don't go to the gym very often, and as a matter of fact, there's a picture here somewhere on this post. I got those abs without ever touching foot in a gym. I did the whole thing here at home in my little tiny apartment, and if you can't afford a gym, that's fine. You don't need to afford a gym to get super ripped. You really don't. I'm case in point. So I'm kind of here to show you guys a little bit about where I live. I'm inviting you into my home. I'm going to show you how I live and where I live, and my equipment that I have here at home, and how to get fit at home without really, a small investment in a few minor pieces of equipment, and you're good to go, and you don't have to ever spend another dime. You really don't, and you can stay fit for life in a little tiny space. So first of all, let's just show you guys where I live. I'm just standing behind my vision board right now. I have this in my dining room so that I see it all the time. These ladies, their abs inspire me, so I have them showing where I can see them all the time. Couple of inspirational sayings as well. I hope you guys can see that. Let me get in front of it. If the mind believes that the body will achieve it, I firmly believe that can't means won't. That's a very good saying for being in the No Whiners Club. No whiners. And obsessed is a word that the lazy, what is it the lazy used to refer to the dedicated? I put that up there one day when one of my friends called me obsessed. Well, that's too bad. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed with being the best person I can be, and being the best person I can be involves me being fit and in shape. So anyway, so this is where I live. It's a very tiny little space. I make no apologies for it because I have a fabulous view, which I'll show you in a minute. So it's a big trade-off. So it's a little tiny space. Look at how much floor room there is, you guys. Almost none. Okay, so here, I promise to show you the view, so let's get that out of the way right now. There's my view. So that's the trade-off. I can't live without that view. So I live in a little tiny space instead. But anyway, so you just quickly saw my weight set. I've been slowly but surely adding to my weight set as I go, because I found myself getting stronger and stronger and finding myself needing more and more weights. But I'm here to tell you, you guys can buy a one-time purchase of just some adjustable dumbbells, and they'll adjust up to something crazy like 270 pounds I think is the max, somewhere in there. Don't quote me because I don't own a set. My heaviest set of dumbbells is 35 pounds each, and I'm now rowing with them, doing bent over rows with them. I haven't quite got to chest press with them yet though. I'm gonna pretty soon. But anyway, you don't have to keep adding to your set the way I add to my set. You can just go out and buy a pair of adjustable dumbbells, and they start at like 2 pounds and they go all the way up to something heavy and manly. So anyways, this is my dumbbell set. Keep it in front of my old school 80s vinyl, my records. Yes, they're my babies too. And so what do I do with them? Well, I do everything with them. Anything you can do with a set of dumbbells or a barbell, you can do with that set of dumbbells right there, or an adjustable set. I've got a bench. Yes, I've got a bench. Now, keeping in mind I live in a little tiny apartment, and there's no room for big equipment here. So for a bench, I use my coffee table. Yeah, it's a sturdy coffee table. And that's what I use for my bench. So that's where I do my chest presses and my flies and leg pull-ins and stuff for my abs, and put my feet up on them to do push-ups, and put my legs up on them to do sit-ups and all that stuff. This is the bench here. And yeah, it's a hard coffee table for sure. Excellent. You can change that problem by adding 2 pillows. That's what I do. I put 2 pillows on the thing, and I get down and I start doing bench presses. You know, I mean, whatever. You can sit on it and to do bicep curls and stuff too, whatever. The thing, it's just a plain old coffee table. You don't need to go to an equipment store and buy a proper bench and then have to figure out where to store it, and is there room under the bed or whatever. You don't have to. I don't. And I don't know, my arms are pretty ripped. I like them. They're good for girls. And on that note, ladies, I want to make a point. If you're going to start lifting weights, please don't pussy out. Please, please, please. Lift heavy. No, you will not bulk up. Women are not built that way. Okay? And not unless you're either cranking, taking steroids, or working out 5 hours a day like the fitness models do, or, you know, doing 8 sets of 2 reps, things like that. You just can't get big. Women just aren't genetically built that way. So please don't be afraid to lift as heavy as possible. It's the only way to get some really good definition. You want to be toned, look toned? Start cutting some calories and start working heavy weights. You will look toned. I guarantee it. So please, 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 please don't be afraid of lifting heavy. That's the best advice I can give you, ladies. Yes, I can do cardio here too. I jump rope here. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of room, but as soon as that coffee table gets out of my way, there is room. And I can do a pretty good jump rope set in the middle here. And I can do things like burpees and jumping jacks and a few aerobics moves from, you know, back in the day. Mountain climbers, mountain jumpers, all that stuff. You guys can Google all that stuff, because obviously there isn't time in this post to demonstrate everything. But lots of cardio things. And if you're like me and you live in an apartment building, you can also get out there and get into the stairwell. You know, even if you live in a tall house, my stairwell is 21 stories. So I use that stairwell a lot for cardio, especially in the winter when I can't get outside for a run. Or power walk or whatever I'm doing. I do a lot of HIIT, high intensity interval training, sprints and hill sprints and stuff. But if I can't get out and do those, then the stairwell is a great place to do cardio. Just climb that darn thing over and over and over and over again, man. You're going to sweat. Trust me, you will. So another thing you can do, fitness bands with door anchor is a great thing. I've got 3 set up right here now, but they're all anchored with the door anchor. You can buy that at your fitness store as well. And you can pretty much do anything on one door. See, they're anchored here. It's anchored here. All you have to do is put the anchor in the door and close the door, and they're anchored in, and on the floor as well. So you can pull on these things from pretty much any direction that you want. And I'm actually going to turn the camera off in a second and set up a tripod and just show you a couple of things, just so you get it, because I know this is hard this way. And I also I've been known to do cable rows with this black one here, and it's gotten to the point where my bands are a bit too heavy for me now, and I can't stand and do cable rows anymore with them. So what I've done is I put a chair down and I anchor my feet to the ground, and I can do really heavy cable rows that way. So again, don't need to go to the gym to get heavy either, you know. Fitness bands are awesome. You can get some really, really strong fitness bands and get some really rockin' workouts just pulling on fitness bands. You don't have to go to the gym and get cables. Use cables. Now, one more thing that I've done before I turn the camera off and show you these cable moves is I've had a pull-up bar installed in my apartment. I had to. I got obsessed one day with pull-ups. It was just such an awesome exercise. So I had one installed. A couple of screws into a door frame, and you know, Bob's your uncle. I probably won't get my damage deposit back all the way when I move out of this apartment. But oh well, it definitely worth the investment because I used the heck out of that pull-up bar. So anyway, let me just turn this off. I'm not an editor, so you'll pardon my hacky editing job on this video, but I'm going to turn this off now and just show you a couple of things with the fitness bands here on the store, and then I'll come back to you. See you in a sec. Okay, you guys, so I think I'm semi-set up here. I hope you can see as much as I want you to see. But, you know, for these ones, you know, you can just do tricep pull-downs. You know, work your triceps, easy stuff. God, you can sit down and do lat pull-downs if you want. You know, I mean, that's an awesome one. Lots of stuff you can do from here. This one I do a lot of delt stuff. You know, like you can't see me now. I'm gonna have to be behind the wall, but you can, you know, pull stuff. You can pull the bands like this, whatever. Lots of things you can do in that direction as well. And then these ones as well, pulling up. You know, where am I now? Sorry, like, you know, bicep curls and stuff like that. You can anchor them to your feet too. You can even stand on them. Here, I'll open the door and release them. They're all going to fall out. But anyway, these are the door anchors that you can buy at the fitness store. No problem. Just stick it in the door, close the door, and it's anchored. It's not going to come out at all. So that's a good thing. Why did I open the door again? I forget. Anyway, oh, to show you the standing with your feet. You can basically, well, you take the door anchor off, but you can, like that. You exercise like that, exercise like that. You know, lots of things that you can do with bands. So, you know, God, again, so no excuse for getting fit because you don't like the gym. So I don't want to hear it. You guys, join me and be in the No Whiners Club, please. And for those of you who have the other excuse of, oh, well, I just don't like to sweat, well, tough. Getting fit takes sweating. You know what, if you want to date some hot member of the opposite sex, doesn't dating involve some sweating anyway? So get used to it. Get used to sweating. Embrace it. Enjoy the work. And go out and get fit, and once you're fit, go out and have some really great fun with some really hot people. Trust me. All right, you guys, thanks a lot for having me here, and thanks, Honey and Lance, for having me on your blog. It's awesome. And definitely check me out over at girlwithnoname.com, and I'd love to see you there. Thanks again, guys. Take care. Bye.